Somebody do this podcast.
Hey, this podcast is brought to you and powered by Sunday Cool. Watch this or listen.
Or listen.
Or listen.
Or listen.
Or listen.
Or listen.
Well, well, well. Look who decided to show up.
Honey, you're home. I thought you had the trip
Gone to the girls' trip in Barbados? Yeah. I thought so too. Until I found this.
Where did you find this?
You know good and well where I found it. Where you hide all your other goodies.
You went through my things?
What other choice did I have, Richard? You're lying to me. Hats, stickers, wristbands, all types of promotional items. From where? Sunday Cool? Whatever that means. I mean, what am I supposed to think? You're lying to me, Richard. Why? Why?
I did it for me, okay? I did it for me.
What? I don't understand.
Of course you don't. Look at this stuff. And you just think it's trash? This is Sunday Cool. They produce super soft teas with super soft ink and have a 72-hour turnaround. This isn't trash. This is my life.
Your life, Richard? What about my life? I should have been a dancer. I could have seen the world, but yet I'm stuck in an infinite cycle of heartache. Married to a murderer.
What did you call me?
Don't think I don't know what you did to the pool boy, Diego.
I did what I had to do, you hear me?
Fine. Okay, you win. But I'll do what I have to do. And I'll tell. I'll tell everyone. I'll tell everyone to go to SundayCool.com to start the order today.
And who's gonna believe you?
I can't keep living like this, Richard. I need something more. I need to leave.
Don't you dare walk out on me!
Oh, what?
Or this.
Diego! I thought you were... Richard, no!
Guess you swam in the deep end too long, Diego.
My heart hurts, Richard. Richard, you make my heart hurt. Why?
Should have gone to SundayCool.com.
I'm just gonna start posting a bunch of thirst traps. Start taking a bunch of like photos. Like, Andy, who took those photos for you? Did you set that up in your home?
Did you see that Blippi's making thirst traps?
Ew.
No. Ew. That's gross.
It is gross. Not as Blippi as the guy that plays Blippi.
Oh, that's terrible.
Who's Blippi?
There's a line, dude.
It's a kid's
You'll find out one day.
TV person.
Don't watch it. It's horrible.
I cannot stand
It's very knowledgeable. You learn a lot.
I think that we can attribute.
Is this a water bottle? I don't know.
My favorite thing is when he's like,
Can you guys tell me if this is a water bottle?
It's a water bottle.
he'll be like,
What?
I said it's a water bottle.
You're right. It is a water bottle.
What do you love when he does?
he'll be like, let's go look at the water slide. He's like, bloop, 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 bloop. He like zigzags all over the place. Bloop, I'm silly. That's what he does. And I'm like, this is torture.
It's so funny whenever they do edits with the people who aren't as good, like they aren't cool with being on camera, but they have to be because they run this company or whatever. And so they're just like looking at him just like, what in the world is he doing?
You know, the original Blippi sold. How much did original?
You know why they had to get a new one, right?
No.
Poop. It was a poop thing.
It was a poop thing in college. There was a video.
Yeah, but guess how much he made by selling his image?
I have no idea.
$120 million.
Dude, we're in the wrong field.
He sold it after pooping on a person. Said, I'm going to sell it. And he made $120 million.
That's wild, man.
There's
Dude,
an
Blippi money,
imbalance of justice in this world.
Next week, Ninjas is going to be a kid show.
Ooh. Who's going to be the silly one?
That's like a bliptillion dollars.
I just break character. It turns out that's my that's what I can do.
Is 1 million
More than $1.
Let's think about it.
Let's count.
Let's count to 1,000,000.
Oh, I can't. I'm silly.
Dude, if we did,
That reminds me of
if
the-
we fully committed to a podcast where it was that the whole time, it actually probably would be very
Hey,
successful.
kids! Welcome to the show.
Have you met my friend Mike?
Do you know what this is?
Let's listen to the sound it makes first.
Oh,
A gong!
I was just picturing somebody who's like half awake on their way to work in a city, seeing none of your facial expressions, just listening to this. I apologize.
I promise it
You
gets
should
better.
add
honey.
when we do that, like little,
Yeah.
like little kid show noises. I don't know what they are called.
No, keep talking about it. Come over with the right term. Keep coming over with the right term. We can't move on.
Kid show toy noises.
Emoji con.
Emoji gun. A jife.
Dude, is Bluey as good a kid show as everyone says it is?
Yes,
the
watch
best
it
kid
right
show.
now. Watch it right
Watch it right
now.
now.
You'll cry.
I'll watch it on
Oh,
my
dude,
own,
did the guy create it literally because he had stories throughout, parenting his daughters and stuff, and now he's quitting the show. He quit.
I know.
He
He's gonna
stopped it, but they are doing a movie next year.
Yeah,
But
he's
it's so
gonna
good,
say
dude.
one-
The show is
It's done. I mean, for now, they are going to be possibly continuing some of it just without him, but
Yeah, they
the
said
main guy.
He alluded that they might go on without him, but that he had one more. His pledge was, "I'm only going to write quality, and when I'm behind." And he's like, "I think I'm tapped." However, I did write one final script for a movie that we're gonna put out, but after that, I'm done.
It's so good. I mean, it'll prep your heart for being a dad like never before.
dude.
There's just not a show like it. And the dude turned down Disney having like the rights to like what is that? The franchise.
Yeah.
And what a great decision.
I know.
gotta look
Disney
it up.
would have ruined
aren't
it.
they on Disney though?
They are, but like they're
Okay.
streaming, like just their what is that called?
so he got Disney money without selling his soul to Disney.
Yeah, so they can't do parks or anything like with their stuff because he owns all of it.
Guess
Dang.
what Bluey is worth?
Oh man,
Say a bill.
500 million.
700 million.
You said $1 billion?
Yeah.
$2 billion.
I don't doubt that at all, dude.
I mean,
It's
so good.
crazy.
It's so good.
Yeah, no wonder he quit writing. He's like, you know what?
Dude, can
Okay.
we need to hire an animator to do one of for our intros. Just and it's our characters in the style of Bluey, but it's like Josh. That would be so cool.
At the end, it's like, ninjas!
Dude, we gotta
Yeah.
do that. That would be so fun.
That would be so fun.
We can figure that out.
I'll be bingo.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, you're gonna look like yourself though. It's gonna be in style
Oh.
of Bluey animation, which I think we can AI that. We'll have to see.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want a song? Speaking of Bluey?
Yeah, I was just gonna tell you that Miss Rachel's net worth came out too, since we're on the subject of children's shows.
What is it?
11.9 million.
Don't let us
I
guess.
feel like
Oh.
it's more than that.
That seems.
I'm gonna guess
Maybe that's what
11.8 million.
Maybe she bagged that last year.
It's gotta
Miss
be
Rachel's net worth.
Rachel getting that bag. Miss Rachel's net worth.
They say between 20 and 30 million.
Dang.
Boo, what'd I see then?
Good for her.
I know, good for her. She's so deserving.
That just proves just do what you love. Figure out how to make money on it.
I love the rainbow.
I love the
rainbow. I love the rainbow. Oh, oh, oh.
It's like, it's I love a rainbow.
I'm not mad I missed out on that Miss Rachel stuff.
No, it's the rainbow.
I love a rainbow.
I love the rainbow. It's
You're saying-
the rainbow.
Whatever.
A rainbow or the rainbow?
A rainbow.
We're gonna get to the bottom of this before the end of the episode. So stick around, guys, because you are not gonna want to miss that.
Ooh, are we doing a little hootie?
A-I-O-U, and sometimes when I...
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. I love the rainbow. Let's do that song in a Hootie and the Blowfish version.
Do it.
That's an actual song you were singing?
Yeah, that's
It's about the
That's
rainbow.
nice.
I love a rainbow.
How many colors are in a rainbow?
20.
How many colors?
Red, orange, yellow,
7.
blue, indigo, violet, 7.
Actually, it's the spectrum.
Yeah, get out.
Spectrum. A rainbow. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Just kidding.
Birds. I really like them silly birds. The way they trip, the way they swerts. Flying south in big ol' herds. I heard that they're dinosaurs. I had no idea they were dinosaurs. It kinda scares me that they're dinosaurs. I hope they don't eat me like dinosaurs. Some people think they're spies. Flying commies in disguise. You can see it in their eyes. The feathers are made of lies. It's so obvious I want to yell. You see them move, you can tell that these birds are not well. They have been sent from hell. Here's what I have to say. Do not go out, do not play. Oh no, but bird just took some prey. It was Timothy Chalamet. He died so young, what a shame. Oh sweet Timmy, that's your name. I guess the birds are to blame. I like to take them to a flame. This is the end of the song. I'm sorry if it went all wrong. I wish the birds could get along, but they can't, so here's a gong.
Wow.
Dude, you freaking kidding me, dude? Ow! You killed it, dude. You crushed that, man.
Okay. All right.
Dude, yes!
I was stepping on my headphones.
I can't escape. Guys, it was amazing.
That was fun. You killed it.
10 out of 10 lyrics. Hilarious.
Do you know what that song is based off of?
Yeah, the Beastie Boys song, right?
Good.
Hey, you guys can stay married for another year.
We can do it. That's proof we can do it.
I was gonna sing the last part of the song, but it's bad. They have bad lyrics. Don't listen to
that's
kids.
bad lyrics.
Yeah, we didn't want to bring attention to it. So
Sorry.
thank you for mentioning it.
Yeah.
I grew up. My dad loved the Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys are really awesome.
I don't want to just dive into it, but I can't tell you how big of a Beastie Boys fan I am. Don't get me started on the BBs.
Oh.
Shut up!
Speaking of the
Why am I
Beastie
making
Boys,
fun of
everyone
you?
be quiet. Because we have a question today. You know, the world has seen a lot. America has seen a lot this past year. It's interesting to see what is going to happen this coming year.
Yeah.
In 2025. You know, in a couple days, President Trump is going to be inaugurated. And who knows what the world's going to be like this year, the year after, like what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Could be scary, could be exciting. We don't know. So today's question is sent in by a viewer. Should we storm the Capitol? Should we storm the Capitol? I mean, Lily, who's probably the most patriotic person,
Stop
should probably
it.
answer first,
Oh
right?
my
I'll
gosh.
answer it. I mean, I'm not afraid to answer it. I would say yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I think you know my heart on this issue, guys. I mean, we've talked about this before.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely important to me.
I think we agree with him, right?
With
Andy, yeah.
I trust him, I think. Yeah. Yeah, of course.
I mean, yeah,
I'd follow him
for the cause.
Yeah.
For the cause.
Lily, should we storm the Capitol?
No.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I don't know why you guys are surprised.
Oh gosh. I did not think that would make me physically ill.
I know, man. I know, because you listen.
Because
She just is. She's very. I feel like she's just some self-centered. Sometimes I don't. I don't.
And of course, Lily, we're talking about sending a storm to the capital of Mogadishu, Somalia.
The capital of Somalia?
The capital of Somalia, because they're currently experiencing a major drought and famine, and along with a lot of other Eastern African countries. And I think if we've talked about weather manipulation before, Andy,
we have the technology, Josh.
We have the technology. Why not send a storm to the capital of Mogadishu?
Why wouldn't we use it for good?
Mogadishu. Mogadishu.
Got it.
Mogadishu, Somalia. Why not send them rain so they can get out of this drought?
The crops, the harvest.
Why don't we send a storm of food, of resources to these countries that are experiencing just hardship, Lil? What, you want to keep it all for yourself?
You don't care about these people?
You rich white woman.
Watch it.
Gosh, all they want to do is take, keep, not give.
I bet you think they're all pirates, don't you?
Look at her in her little Hollywood glasses, just wanting to keep everything for herself.
She's changed.
Go easy on me.
Hey.
Go easy on the people of Somalia.
Yeah,
Lily.
go easy on the people of Somalia.
Maybe we'll consider it. And maybe we'll maybe think about taking it easy.
Yeah.
For once.
For once, Lil.
All you could have said is no.
Yeah. No, she could have said yes.
Yes, I mean yes.
She did say no.
I know.
And
That's what makes me sick and you sick physically.
We know that she said no.
Yes.
And we don't like that. And neither do the people of Mogadishu, Somalia.
I don't even like saying the word no.
I don't either. Well, I mean, I guess you guys heard it here first. Lily doesn't care about the people of Mogadishu, Somalia. Really hope I'm saying that right. And she wants to apparently wants them to be in a drought forever. I don't know.
Well said.
That's terrible, dude.
Jeez.
I'm not the one saying it. You're the one saying it. Disappointing.
She doesn't even care.
I'm sad by this. So are the people of Mogadishu, Somalia.
This is upsetting.
Upsetting. Welcome to the show.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations. I said empty your mind.
You learn martial arts. Ninjas attack!
Mogadishu. Dang it.
Mogadishu.
What was I saying? Mogadishu?
You said about every variation that you could. You went through the vowels.
There's no way of knowing.
Mogadishu.
Mo. Doug.
Ga.
Shoe?
D. Shu. Mogadishu. Hey, Mogadishu.
Okay.
Hey, what? What say to my face?
No one ever heard that again. Yep. So
Very good. Very good. We're here, ladies and gentlemen, ninjas all butterflies.
welcome to episode 125.
Ooh, 125. Halfway to
The moon.
a bigger number.
What's 125 half of?
What?
50.
What are you talking about?
Technically correct.
What is 25
If
half
you took
of?
125.
Oh.
She took 125.
No.
And a singular
No, what is
amount
what
of
is
25.
25 half of is what I heard.
What is 125 half of?
250.
300.
Oh! I'm smarter than Lily! Woo! What's up? 300. Yeah, right.
380. Duh.
In your face.
You said it with like, oh, I'm so smart.
Oh my gosh, I'm sweating.
300. Yes, what is 300?
Sorry, what is 300?
Move on.
Anytime we just have to move on every time, every segment, just because Lily's just always digging herself a hole.
Yeah. Oh, so some crazy stuff's been happening in this world.
Barely.
Barely can you hear me?
Yeah, Shawn Ryan says that the drones are Chinese.
Yep, seen that.
That was the interview that we were talking about. That
It was part of it. It was confusing as heck because they started talking about like they were trying to validate that guy's all the claims that he made, and they're like, we can't put this against something else, so we can't really know. But one of the words they were hung up on is it wasn't gravity. It was like a verb version of
Gravitic.
Gravitic, yeah.
Gravitic.
Yeah, which is like they use that in
Science fiction.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're like pulling up notes. Did we steal your thunder? Were you about to talk about
No,
this?
I'm pulling up. I'm trying to find a video.
I gotcha.
I
fell asleep halfway through it, not because it was boring, but because it was late last night.
I bet it was 9:30.
Gravitic propulsions.
About 8:30. I'm trying to crash.
Oh, we got deleted already. Yeah.
What?
No way.
No, this video. This what's his name? Cancel This Clothing.
Mm-mm.
He's a guy on TikTok. He does a lot of conspiracy stuff. Hold on, cancel. If you saw his face, cancel this. Clothing.
Cancel this.
Yeah, this guy. Him?
Okay, yeah.
This guy?
For sure.
You see him?
I can't see him.
No.
Click on one of the videos, dude.
I probably don't know him anyway.
You see his face.
Never seen that man in my life.
I'm sorry for
We're
that,
on
man.
different algorithms.
I've never met this man in my life. I'm sorry to this man.
He did a great video though, talking about which we've talked about multiple times on this podcast. Don't just trust a narrative that is put out.
Yeah.
Either side.
True.
And he gave a lot of stuff to think about, saying that, is there a possibility that this could be a move from the deep state to start the roll towards moving towards a new war, and i.e. with China?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But the way that they're doing it would be a very smart way, is that they're now using podcasters as the new mainstream media, as opposed to pumping it through like CNN, ABC, Fox News.
Yeah, because this is what's going to get them talking. If people love conspiracies, let's make obvious conspiracies so that they talk about it and push a certain narrative.
But
No, for sure.
but not like Shawn Ryan and the guy that was on. They probably are not aware.
Exactly.
But they're getting fed information to where it's just like, oh, well, this could be. So it's because you think about they're deep
smarter.
state, they're so smart, and they've been doing this since forever.
Yeah.
You know,
And
They
they're
understand
skilled in-
psychology.
exactly, in psychology, and so they would know exactly how they would pick it up. I'll tell you something: ninjas or butterflies are not going to be there. Sheeple.
but no,
We won't take the bait.
But the thing is, we do
sometimes we do.
sometimes. I'm sure. I'm sure we do. But the thing is, we're always open to being wrong. Like we were talking about earlier with the Mossad thing. Like, I don't know. The interview with 60 Minutes. I don't know if that was fake. I didn't even think it was fake. I thought it was like wild. I can't believe we had this exclusive. But then it's like, also, we don't see this guy's face.
Yeah.
And we don't. Yes, I don't know how trustworthy 60 Minutes is. It seems like a reliable program, trustworthy. But who knows at this point? Like, we can't assume everything's real.
That's that whole Mossad on 60 Minutes things. That it's
weird.
It makes no sense to me. It's like
Yeah,
the
it's
CIA
fishy.
coming out and being like, "Hey, we formed this coup in Somalia. This is what we did."
Yeah.
And it's like, well, why would they would
You
never
would
do
never
that?
publicize in an active war. You would never publicize it either, because what
Right.
if you need to use it again? It's weird.
Yeah,
Going back to Shawn Ryan, did you guys watch his full podcast?
yeah.
Because he does start out by being like, with we can't, that none of this is certain. We're just trying to figure it out. And then the fact that they did address that word comes from science fiction. So there is that was the thing to me that was like, this is like, take this with a grain of salt, because this isn't necessarily scientific lingo. This is literally like,
For those who don't know
Great
what we're
rice.
talking about, I think we gotta give some context to. So this guy who runs a social media account, and he does a lot of interference with like whistleblowers and putting stories out of like war crimes, different stuff that's happening in the intelligence, military, just kind of like publicizes it. And he was on Shawn Ryan because he received an email from the man who supposedly blew up the Tesla truck at the Trump Tower or Trump Hotel.
It was before too.
It was December 29th.
The 30th. Yeah, I think it was the 30th.
And basically the guy was like, I need to get in front of Fox News, Joe Rogan, Shawn Ryan, whoever, because I have this information that will just change everything. And he's like, one, he has a bunch of reports on these war crimes that happened in
2019.
Was it Afghanistan?
Yeah.
That happened?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2019. Yeah.
And then he's like, and regarding the drones, he's like, they are Chinese drones sent from submarines in the Atlantic. They have this technology, he called it gravitic technology, which is basically an anti-gravity technology.
Right.
And he said that China and the U.S. are the only countries in the world that have this technology. and China is now using it and flying over the U.S. and you can't interfere with this technology. Like you can't shoot them down. Like
there's no limit to the payload.
Yeah, no limit to the payload. They said that they could literally fly over the White House and it'd be a checkmate. And so instantly that's like, well, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
But then it's like, well, then is that real? You know, because
there's a lot of I have more questions.
Okay.
No, I mean it's like that's what it brings up. Like there's no limit to the payload. Well, like someone explained that. Like everything has limits.
Well, if it's anti-gravity, right? I mean, it's like
then could it carry anything?
Yeah. I understood that differently. Not to what it could hold, but like does it just exist up there and it's generating its own payload? Like is it somehow have like a laser tech from like solar power? Like,
interesting.
I don't know. But I don't think we know. My question is, how is it existing on his platform? Because he said we were going to post this, and then we realized like there are names in the thing that we were going to post, and these are still operative, so we've redacted. It's like, well, who told you to redact, and then said, but go ahead and post the rest?
No,
it was Shawn. It was Shawn Ryan's producer that told him to redact because apparently
the producer knows people who are still.
Yeah,
is that what it was? Okay,
we can't say his name. That name, whatever. But they but the guy who, the Tesla truck guy. What was weird, which they said on the Shawn Ryan show, everyone should just go watch it and come out with your own conclusions, but watch it not at full face value because
it's only an hour long, so it's good info.
But supposedly this man unalived himself with a
Desert
Eagle 50 or whatever, 50, I don't know.
Yeah,
guns
really. I don't know.
But which is a very, very powerful handgun. But they said that you would have been able to see the recoil within the Tesla truck. But they're saying that it's a self-driving, so he could have done it before and it drove up. But he like purposely chose a Tesla truck because he knew that there wouldn't be any casualties. But then his body was completely burnt. And so the only way they couldn't look at him and identify him. They only found his ID and passport, which were not burnt.
Well, it was a military ID. A lot of people are saying that. It's like, that's not a passport, it's a military ID.
Okay.
So that's like, but they say they're pretty indestructible for the most part anyway. So people, like, there are some military people saying, I'm not surprised it's not burnt out, but like, who knows?
So they're saying you only chose the Tesla truck because there wouldn't be like any other casualties, but wasn't it also a political statement? A Tesla truck in front of the Trump Tower?
Well, yeah, and that's what's confusing, right? But he also said that in that email that he was making his way to the southern border to try to...
Yeah, he was trying to get... But I don't think I'll get across.
Yeah. But what was I going to say?
When I was like reading through it, it seemed a little bit unhinged, like a little all over the place.
Yeah. He also said that, or whoever did the investigation said that the DNA samples did not match his newborn son. And they're saying that his motive was that he was so mad that he found out his son was not his that he decided to do this whole thing.
Just had to break down.
That sounds
sounds weird.
Could it be the fact that it was not the guy?
Yeah, that's what the point that Austin made when he called you was like, well, why didn't they test his brother, his dad, his other relatives? They just tested his newborn son and then created this story out of it. Like, that's so fishy and Hollywood and weird.
Yeah, you got to wonder if this dude's still alive. Like, I mean, like, that would be wild.
Yeah.
That'd be a wild twist.
But apparently this guy, it was Green Beret, super high up in ranks. Like, I mean, he was like
so many respectable people that vouch for him. And so it's just weird, man. It's just really strange out of nowhere.
It just
seems like.
But I love that Cancel This Clothing guy on TikTok. He really is just like, don't trust anything. He's like, cause like if you're buying into this narrative, even like, dude, it makes so much sense for like the CIA or deep state, whatever they are, to start using conspiracy theorists to push another narrative that they want to be pushed, because they're saying, oh, people, you can look at any stat that people are losing faith in mainstream media. Why not start targeting people that are like, well, we don't trust mainstream media. We trust these guys. We trust ninjas or butterflies.
Yeah, the amount of people that are clocking in time listening to these podcasts and like on TikTok, all of this stuff. I mean, it's like, of course, these people would want to be in it. And I think it's an important philosophy to adopt in every aspect of our lives, because it's like, if you are willing to buy in to any narrative because it satisfies your agenda or what you believe in or whatever, then you're getting stuck in your own echo chamber. And that's what these algorithms are built off of now, you know? And it's like, then you're as bad as the other side. You're as bad as the other guys that you hate so much, you know?
Do you see the Las Vegas guy was actually on a reality show.
Yeah.
See that too? He was Tim Kennedy's co-shooter at like
Tim Kennedy's also been on Shawn Ryan, who's also a Green Beret, right?
the Ranger. No, he was a Green Beret. I'm thinking Shawn Ryan was a SEAL.
Either way, the whole stuff is super weird. Way out of my realm of, I don't want to speak into it too much because I don't know too much about it. And
it's not fair to the people too who are in the world, because like half of them can't talk about what they've done and who they know. And so I feel like you're getting sound bites, and it's easy to control a narrative when people are like, I don't know how much of this I can address.
Yeah, let's start getting back to like Nephilim and stuff.
If you think about the last month, we've had the drones, United Healthcare, all these planes stuff happening, and then now this. It's like that's a lot of big stories.
I literally can't get Sam Tripoli out of my head now when he talked about
smart cities and how he doesn't want anyone to travel.
Yeah.
It's just like, look at what they're like the big rich people are doing. They're traveling, they're doing all these things.
Well,
and
there's all these plane crashes.
That's what he's saying. And like,
and
it
like
totally makes sense now. Where it's like, we're getting all scared to fly now because all this stuff is happening.
Did you see 2 people were just found?
JetBlue.
Are you going to talk about that later?
Oh, we can talk about it right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
They were found. What were they hanging onto the wheels or something?
They're in the landing gear.
Why?
We don't know.
Weird.
That's a weird accident.
There's a flight from New York to Florida,
Yeah.
and they were found when they landed, they went to like survey or whatever, and like, oh, there's 2 unalived people.
Now, how
in the
Were
landing
they
gear.
dead before they got there?
Oh,
do
yeah.
you think?
Yeah.
Oh, so they were stashed.
Or they got up there,
Or
and
they're
they
stowed
clothes or
away
whatever.
and then
Oh.
Were they workers? What was it?
I don't know.
Civilian? Yeah, I guess it
We
depends
don't
on
know
who
yet.
they are, but it's like, I assume just workers. But I'm
Hopefully
like,
we'll find out
that's
soon.
not an accident.
Have you guys ever seen those hopeless core videos?
I love it.
I know, me too.
It's so funny.
There's a one with a girl, and she's like, I keep calling it a Tesla truck, but they're yelling at me saying it's a Cybertruck. I don't care. I don't care.
While she's crying.
Yeah.
She's like sobbing.
Do you know that the crazy girlfriend meme, the really wide-eyed, like that one? She's on TikTok too, and she's still hilarious. But like, she was walking, she's like, look at those stupid Tesla trucks. They're so ugly. And she's like, I can't believe someone designed that ugly truck. Here, let me get in my bright green neon Kia Soul. She gets into it, starts crying.
Oh, but I bring up all the Shawn Ryan stuff because I really did respect the one guy on TikTok. It's just like, we should never just trust something at face value, and always understand that the U.S. is built off the military complex, right? So the deep state, they want to go to war constantly. And if there's something that is provoking the U.S. to go to war, just balance it, because, or was it military industrial complex? That's what it's called, right? Did I say that?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
I don't know what you're talking about. In
My brain's
context,
right
that sounds right, though. Did this guy also talk about, is this the same guy that said that Iran has a bunch of missiles smuggled into the United States?
Yeah. Did you hear that part?
Mm-hmm.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, you texted me that, and I completely missed that part. But he's just like, yeah, well, so what are your theories? And then he started going into like,
yeah, apparently if I'm remembering it right, they have stopped 2 missiles going off within the United States that were Iranian missiles that were snuck over the border, but supposedly there's hundreds, if not thousands, of missiles that were smuggled into the U.S. that are Iranian missiles.
So here's
How?
I don't know.
Man, we're getting so political. I love it. I don't know if the show is really where we want
It's
to
not
go.
super political. It's
No,
just
this
Where my brain is like the next step where I'm like almost going with it all. But I'm just thinking like they want to take certain items away from us, yet there's all of these, intelligence would say there's all these threats emerging within. It's like, I don't want to give up the things they want to take away.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to really talk about that much more than I just did.
Would you see Mr.
show,
Was it
but-
Mr.
No, I get
Wonderful? Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank is wanting to buy TikTok
really?
Wow.
for $300 billion.
300 billion?
$300 billion. That's what it's worth in the U.S.
Don't doubt it.
That'd be crazy.
Renegade.
Oh,
That's scary, man. You gotta tell them what our future president announced just recently today.
Oh, I got the tweet right here.
Dude, go ahead. This
America.
no, this angers me.
America.
Is it the Canada thing?
No, just
No.
wait. It's the craziest. If I would have put this on my prediction thing,
But it makes-
it would have made.
Wait, it
you're
is
like,
the Canada thing.
Oh no,
No.
no.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
You got to share.
Okay, I have a different tweet then.
Trump has announced as of, was it today or yesterday?
Yeah.
What, the 8th?
No. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
January 8th?
The
7th?
body of water we are adjacent to will no longer be referred to as the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, shut up.
It is the Gulf of America.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
America, Gulf of America,
Literally
baby.
public.
It's Mexico shares it.
Hey, they're a part of more America as well. They're South America, so
They're
really it works
Central
out.
America.
America, Central America.
It is America.
Yeah, it's America.
It's not the United States of America.
It makes sense.
Why does it matter?
You know what? It's about time. Been
I'm
saying
just-
this for years.
I'm just thinking of like all of
finally
these
swim
like
in it now.
beachfront shops.
I put it off. And now I'll dip my toe in.
Am I allowed to now?
Oh, I'm not going to get canceled, right? It's like you could swim in the Gulf of Mexico, Uncle. Jeez.
Do I need a passport? No.
No one. We're in Tampa. Stop.
Don't cancel me.
Dude, I love that
I'm
story
gonna
so
touch
much.
Oh, that's crazy.
I think it's the wild.
Yeah.
So funny. Dude.
So is the tweet that you've got too, though.
yeah, this came
yeah.
out January 6th. He said
Justin Trudeau. Yeah.
Yep. He said many people in Canada love being the 51st. In Canada, he says love like it's already happened. Many people in Canada love being the 51st state. The United States can no longer suffer the massive trade deficits and how do you say that? Subsidies?
Yeah.
That Canada needs to stay afloat. Justin Trudeau knew this and resigned. If Canada merged with the U.S., there would be no tariffs. Taxes would go way down, and they would be totally secure. Totally secure.
Totally
You
secure.
should have
That's a
done
good
the
one,
whole
Doug.
tweet.
Like a little baby.
Totally secure from the threat of Russia and Chinese ships that are constantly surrounding them. Together, what a great nation it would be.
Dude.
What a great nation.
What a great nation it'd be.
He stormed the border on the 6th
Huh?
Did he? Oh, no, and then it through Twitter.
through Twitter.
The invisible border.
Yep.
Punched through the
So-
ceiling.
Hey, you know what? That's all president.
We should ask
now.
our fellow Canadians that watch, would you guys want to be the 51st state? Or are you you know?
I see a lot of dialogue where they're like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
No,
everyone
we don't want to
because there's people that are like, oh, I'm Canadian. I would love to be on the 51st state, but I'm sure there's a lot of Canadians that would be like,
A majority of Canadians would be like, no, thank you, not interested.
that's like Canada being like, hey, do you guys want to be a new territory in Canada? They're like, well, actually, it depends.
Yeah.
I have a former client when I was working at Sunday Cool. He's Canadian, and we would talk politics on occasion. He's very political. I'm going to send him an email and find out what his
There you
POV
go.
is.
Yeah.
Is that offensive?
You could just ask me.
No,
What?
it's a possibility.
No, I don't think it's a real possibility. I think it's a
I mean,
publicity thing.
down the line, it could this is how the world began.
Don't we
like
need,
people
like,
just bought land from
That's
Checks
how we
and
got-
balance? They're like, what's NATO going to say about that? Yeah, NATO. What would they say about it? United Nations.
They
Like,
don't. They wouldn't care.
Try
I
to
don't
do
think.
something, NATO.
When did we acquire Alaska?
Yeah, because that's the thing. We just think of Alaska as a 50 state.
And Hawaii.
And the thing is,
Yeah.
2 generations from now, it will never be Gulf of Mexico in their mind. It'll always be Gulf of it's things
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh.
How things pass by. It's like we think Alaska. Oh yeah, that's always been that's part of the states.
I
Yeah,
hope
that-
that never comes to fruition. Everybody's still call it Gulf of Mexico.
I also think if we're going to get more states, we need to do 5 at a time now because I can't stand for the 51st. It's gonna annoy me.
Yeah.
Like it just bothers me having that odd number.
You know, they try to split Florida like within the last 30 years, and that was the big reason why is 51 states doesn't make sense. But they wanted to do
'Cause the
like
canal?
North Florida and then like whatever. I forget where they're going to draw the line, but because the economies are so different,
Yeah.
they're going to.
They should call it the
They're
Gulf.
culturally different, too.
Yeah.
We should call it the Gulf of Friendship.
Ooh, the Gulf
Oh,
The Gulf of Love.
of Welcome to the Gulf of. I don't like that.
The
No.
Love Gulf.
That would see. We should have voted. He should have said, "Listen, it'll be the Gulf of America, unless all of you could decide on one name."
it has to be unanimous.
Yep, that would be great.
You should sing Gulf of Love, but make it Book of Love.
The Gulf of Love
Has fish.
and chilly.
Yeah, dude.
It's actually quite warm.
And actually shallow.
I'm gonna have my 50th at my 50th anniversary. Can you sing that at like we just do like a big party and celebrate me and Kelsey's 50th anniversary?
Yeah.
Can you sing that for me?
Yeah.
1959, Alaska and Hawaii,
Jeez.
according to
2 in 1 year. That was a big year.
That's not that
That's
long
recent.
ago. Yeah.
That's so recent.
Isn't that wild? Like we don't even think about that. Like we're like, oh my goodness! As soon as we get another state, it's like we could just travel there freely.
Who did it
What's-
belong to before then? It was it Japan?
No.
Hawaii?
Oh, wait. Oh, Hawaii? I thought you just meant Alaska.
I did no, but I did mean Alaska. Why are you laughing? Wait, hold on a minute. I'm asking because of all the World War II relics.
Wasn't it Russia?
It's just a little northeast.
Okay, so that's not too crazy. They're not
Northwest.
far from each other.
East.
Alaska and Japan?
Russia and Japan.
No, they are.
They're
I mean,
what?
Japan, no. It's from Russia, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Whatever.
With love.
Who sold them? Was it, I don't know, Ethiopia?
You guys are laughing. You're
I don't
like,
know, probably the
I
Japanese."
thought you meant Japan. Did they? I did though. I did mean that.
Did you guys know how much it was purchased for? Now, granted, it's 1867, so there's a little inflation.
How much? What?
Just guess the amount in 1867.
I'm going to guess.
We bought Alaska from Russia.
Got it.
I'm going to guess what year?
1867.
10 million.
150,000.
7.2 mil.
No way.
Yeah, the entire state.
We got houses surrounding.
That's crazy, yeah.
this lake right now.
I know.
We're more.
Do you guys know how the Yucatan Peninsula was named?
Yucatan.
You
Because
Speaking of the Gulf of Mexico?
it was illegal to tan everywhere else in the world.
You can tan.
That's
Nice.
so
You
clever.
can tan.
No, when the Spanish explorers landed there, they were asking the natives, what is this land called? And they kept on saying Yucatan, Yucatan. And Yucatan means, I don't know what you're saying.
That
way.
is so funny.
And so they're like, this is called the Yucatan Peninsula, which literally means, I don't know what you're saying.
I heard that in a sermon one time.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is so funny.
That's
So funny.
really funny.
I love things like that.
Yucatan?
Dude.
This is Yucatan Peninsula.
That's exactly like Louis C.K.'s joke about like why we still call them Native Americans. He's like, it was a mistake. He says, we landed, we looked at them and said,
Oh, Indians, you mean?
oh yeah. And he's like, India? He's like, no. He's like, so you're Indians? It's like, no, this isn't India. He's like, nah, you're Indians.
Oh, speaking of Indians, though, did you know that we got an ad? Don't go anywhere!
In the world? What are these? These are socks. New socks. Fresh new socks from ninjas or butterflies. Holy moly. My goodness, it's one size fits all. It's super comfy. They've got pink accents, orange and red, and they're thick and comfortable. They're only available at SundayCoolSwag.com.
Socks for your feet when they're cold and they're weak. Socks for your feet when they're cold and weak. Go to SundayCoolSwag.com. Go to SundayCoolSwag.com. You'll get your socks and you'll wear them around your neck. And he's dead, he is gone. So go get them now at Sunday Cool Swag.
He's not really dead.
I'm not really dead.
And don't wrap
guys.
them around your neck, just for your feet. Unless you want them as a scarf.
Choke your ankle out.
Yeah.
Tie it around your. Just put them on, dude.
You know, it's so funny. I finally got to talk to your wife about her sleeping problems. She was talking to me about it. And I said, man, I'm really having trouble like falling asleep lately. And she's like, what time do you stop eating sugar? And I'm like,
Girl, don't start.
and I'm like, oh, I don't usually eat a lot of sugar. Maybe sometimes, like last night I had ice cream. And she's like, I've learned I have to stop eating Oreos right before bed.
Dude, it'll be like, I'm just getting up to get some water right before we're about to fall asleep. I just need to drink some water. And then she'd be like, what are you getting? I'm like, water. And she's like, you're not getting Oreos? I'm like, no. No? Do you want some? Only if you're getting some. Okay, I'll get you some.
You know what you should take before going to bed, though?
What?
Magic Mind new sleep drink.
What? I didn't know they had
The
those.
sleepity drinkity.
I don't know. I don't. I'm really busy. What time?
Busy to drink
I'm too
this?
busy to drink it. What? Like, do I have time to take it? Do I have to take it right before bed?
No, 30 minutes before bed.
And then I'll sleep better?
You will.
And I'll wake up not groggy or droggy?
This is actually true because me and Lily took it last night, and
Passed out?
Dude.
I went just like, but like so peacefully. I left so peacefully in his sleep. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to give one to Kelsey because that might actually help her sleeping.
I
Magic Mind-
slept like crazy.
Yeah, and then literally did not wake up groggy, even though the girls woke me up. Like the door that opens, when it opens, it goes.
Yeah.
And I go, scared the crap out of me.
I don't know what sound I was expecting. But that
It
was
literally
not
sounds like that, doesn't it? It's just like,
Yeah.
but yeah, Magic Mind, their whole month of January, they're focusing on mental wealth.
Yes.
Which we talked about in the last episode. And if you do magicmind.com/ninja Jan, Ninja JAN,
yes,
you get 45% off your bundle. And
try it.
This product I truly do love. It's amazing. I had coffee this morning and then took this. And I'm not going to drink it again because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to drink 2 in a day or otherwise your brain will explode.
Yeah.
You're still riding that.
With goodness.
I really am. Yeah.
What time is it?
It legitimately is good because we use it and when to the point where we hope that other shipments come in. So because we keep drinking them. So
I know Magic Mind, if you see this, send us some more of your stuff. And your gummies, dude. I freaking love the gummies.
Yeah.
Here's the Magic Mind.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers.
Cheers,
brother.
Pinkies out,
I just
bros.
accidentally drank the sleepy one.
Fall asleep in the middle of the podcast.
Oh no.
Guys, I think we should wrap it up.
I did have a lot of dreams
I did too.
when I drank it.
Magic Mind. Awaken your third eye.
Ooh.
Just kidding. Don't
Enter
do
the third realm.
No, thank you.
Don't do that.
Not interested.
Yeah.
But it was kind of magic, and it was like because that storm is coming through. It was so windy out, and we're sheltered in our warm, cozy house. I had 30 blankets on.
Wind's in the east.
Magic Mind.
It's coming in.
We
Dude.
gotta memorize that whole
I
thing.
know.
That was as far as you got.
Every time it blows like dark and blowy outside.
Yeah.
Blowy? Windy.
Very blowy today. Sound like those characters on TikTok. Very blowy and windy.
Oh, girl, it's very blowy, windy today.
I am very cold and need a jacket.
I am complete cold right now.
Complete cold jacket I put on today for this weather blows.
Oh, girl.
Oh, girl.
So good.
But you know what time it is? It's
Questions are fresh out of mine.
Stop yelling. Okay.
This better be good.
There's a lot of pressure.
All right. Here. This is a quick one.
What ice cream are you?
Shut up.
She's like,
If this doesn't go how I planned to, I'm going to ask another question.
what was that?
So you said
The thing is, my mind didn't process what she said, but I understood like the cadence, so I knew she was just saying something. Yeah, but I really, you call her out on it. What was that?
She says she doesn't mumble. She mumbles constantly.
She just talks too fast.
Okay. I said if this doesn't go how I want it to, I'm going to ask another question.
That took you 0.5 seconds to say the first time, and that was not as many words as I thought you said.
Okay, ready? Do you put milk in before your cereal?
This is what I said. I wasn't far. I had a dairy question as a joke, and then immediately dairy.
This is your one segment. This is your one segment.
I thought we'd fight about it.
Who do you think is gonna be on the other side of that?
Hey, you remember your lemon lime question for last week? That was like a second throwaway one.
Okay, fine. If you could bankrupt any person, company, country, or organization, who would it be?
The Taliban.
Be fun!
Next.
That's not a bad question. Get we got creative. Like, who's somebody? I mean, obviously, your answer I would guess was Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, exactly.
Okay.
The Melinda and Bill Gates Foundation.
Hey, they're divorced.
They do a lot of humanitarian stuff too, though.
What are they doing secretly?
I don't know, but you just took away a lot of meals and resources for people that need them.
Ooh, see?
Okay, just Bill Gates specifically. The foundation can stay.
Okay.
What if I just named like a specific person?
Or
in my
Nestle.
life, like in my past?
Dude, you know what Nestle's doing? Or Nestle, because did you know that Nestle lobbies? Oh my gosh, I'm getting hot about it just thinking. Nestle lobbies for mothers to have unpaid leave
Wow.
because they own formula.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's interesting.
That's a bomb.
Go get them, ladies.
Also, if you look into just how they create chocolate, it is horrific.
And did you hear the owner said that water is not a humanitarian right?
What?
No way.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You don't have a right to water. You have to purchase water.
I think they purchased something. It was somewhere in Asia, maybe India or something. They purchased the land and the right to this village's water, and they're using it for their Nestle water. And now the village can't get their own water. They get the runoff stuff that has a bunch of chemicals, all this bad stuff in it.
That's terrible.
That's
dude.
horrible.
They took away their water.
No, they're stinking evil.
We gotta
They
go
also
deep
are
dive
like
in
killing
that.
all the orangutans in the rainforest
Not the
because of palm oil. Don't eat palm oil.
Ooh, ah.
What's palm oil?
Palm oil.
It's a bad oil. You guys should not, specifically men should not be doing like alternate oils. You should be doing like tallows and olive oil, like a rich, good, true olive oil. Coconut oil.
Why men specifically?
You look like a doctor that like or
Like one of those hip
holistic
doctors?
Yeah.
I'm a doctor, but I'm a cool doctor. One of the cool ones.
Anyway, who are you bankrupting? Or what or when?
This was a pretty good answer. I'll probably do that.
Yeah, I like the Taliban. I was going to say also ISIS.
Good.
Be
Would be a good
fun.
answer.
Yeah, I said Taliban.
Oh man, I would probably do what is that? The Children's Hospital St. Jude's? Just don't like what they're doing over there, man. Don't support it. Golly, that's a tough one. I'm gonna pick a person. I'm gonna pick a specific person. Jay Leno.
Wait, he's such a nice guy.
He's not.
He is.
He's not. If you like Conan, he's not a nice guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do they not like each other?
No, there's a whole beef. It's a good story.
What's the beef?
Okay. So
All right, I'll tell
all
you.
right. I have a screen. Lights go dark. So when Jay Leno was in the Tonight Show host, right? It was cut like one or two guys before Johnny Carson, but Johnny Carson's what made the Tonight Show. The Tonight Show. It's like Frank Sinatra, all these things. And then Jay passed it on Jay Leno, and Jay Leno did it for like 20 years. And then like 4 years before he retired, he says, I'm going to give it to our Late Late Show guy, Conan O'Brien. And so he comes out and, you know, they introduce him and everything. And they're like, wow, this is our host the next 4 years. 4 years passes by. They give it to Conan. Conan moves his whole staff to California to film it because they were doing it in New York. And just spends a lot of money. He does the show for 9 months. Not getting the ratings NBC wants. So Jay Leno, they talk Jay Leno into coming back. They push Conan a little later, and they put Jay Leno, like the Jay Leno show, right before Conan, right before Tonight Show. So it's like stealing ratings because people want to see Jay still, whatever. And then they push Conan once again. They say, we're going to push you till 12.
Midnight?
Which has never happened in the Tonight Show history ever. And so he's like, I can't do that because it's no longer the Tonight Show. It's the Tomorrow Show.
True.
And so he's like, I can't do this. My staff is working too hard, all these things. And they said, okay, then if you don't want to do it, you can quit. And so they forced him out, paid him off so he couldn't go on TV for a year legally. So like just they didn't want him to do anything like that. And all that money that he got, he gave most of it to his staff and everything because they had moved their families and all of these things, their whole lives for just less than a year.
Wow.
And the dude's just awesome. But Jay Leno, like, just got roasted by David Letterman, Jimmy Kimmel, all these people, and still this day. And then he promised it to Jimmy Fallon after Conan left. Jay Leno came back, and then he promised it to Jimmy Fallon, and now the Tonight Show's the Tonight Show. That is today.
That is today.
Yeah.
I love Conan
Which is
O'Brien.
different. than it used to be, for sure.
So Jay was just like not ready to be done. He's like just got FOMO.
I mean, he screwed Conan O'Brien out of the job, 110%. Like, and like there's clips of they have big documentaries on it. It's really good, and there's just a lot more details. And Conan's like seems like the dopest dude. So I bankrupt Jay Leno.
He's so funny. I love his sense of humor.
He's got too many cars.
Deep State.
What?
That's who I would want to bankrupt. The Deep State.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
They print their own money, so never mind.
Jay Leno runs the Deep State.
Oh.
Don't know if you knew that.
Who would you?
I was gonna say Illuminati, but
Cool.
let's do Zuckerberg.
Nice.
Did you see his announcement recently?
Yeah,
Dude, the
let's
biggest
talk
flip
about
flopper in the world,
let's
man.
talk about that.
Is he behind Trump now?
I mean,
Basically-
basically, they're just like, listen, we've been censoring political stuff and like, a lot of fake news and all this stuff. We've had fact checkers. We're getting rid of this. We want free speech. We want free creativity and all this stuff. And they're just switching everything.
Well, he blamed it on we've developed complex systems. He said the problem is sometimes they get it wrong. And he said when they get it wrong 1% of the time, that's actually millions of people who have been censored. But I'm like, dude, you did another post where you admitted like intentional censorship. So this isn't your system making a mistake.
They called it misinformation. Yeah. They were blocking misinformation.
And now they're moving their U.S.-based fact checkers, which he didn't say were dissolving. He said they're calling them whatever else, but they're moving.
It's community notes.
Right.
What they're doing.
Same thing, new name, but they're moving them from California to Texas. And so like he's moving.
Heck brother.
But it's like people don't like it's that obvious. People don't trust you. So yeah. Zuckerberg.
This is wild.
Oh yeah, Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
What a booger.
I know.
We believe you.
like one too.
You know what it is? He started working out and doing jujitsu and stuff like that. And he's like, now he's getting it.
It's getting that confidence.
Hey, everybody's a child of God.
I know.
Hey,
I'm just saying he's...
even Bill Gates?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. I'm just saying he's understanding more now. And that's why he's going back on it. He's like, I don't know who that was because I wasn't doing jujitsu back then.
That was a different Zuck.
It was.
Guys, that wasn't me.
That Zuck.
I promise I can change.
Do you have the cable?
Cable. Accessing cable.
I'm gonna hit the gong with it. You ready?
Yeah.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Can't do it.
He did it!
Wow. That was good.
It is what that be.
What be? Oh,
This be.
oh, I like this.
Andrew.
It has a
Real.
any gonna show us right now.
Now.
Right now.
Anybody ever
Should
worn
we do a new
contacts?
beat?
Good. We
That was very old Soldier Boy.
Let me just pick a random one that's completely separate from what the show needs, and it's just what I like.
Yeah.
And you can hate it if you want to.
We can do that.
Anyone ever
Show
worn
us what
contacts?
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm wearing it right
Oh,
now.
I've seen this.
You've seen this one? Dude,
Oh, dude, I can't watch it. I'm not gonna put I got contacts in right now.
I don't know how this is possible.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
Removed 2.5 contacts. You can see this.
2.5 contacts are in
Oh, no. You keep watching. Keep watching.
The record, I don't know. There's actually a wall.
Oh, God.
Golly,
There's a
dude.
whole waddle there.
I believe it.
Oh, my God. Really?
Oh, dude, it's making me want to throw.
You're my.
Do you want me to jump to the end?
unit of the record agents.
Oh, God.
We're delivering.
He remembered.
So they're taking Q-tips and they're pulling all these contacts that have rolled up behind the person's eye.
Why
I'll
does
jump
this
to the end. There are 23.
You have to count them. I think I've already
23
counted
contacts
Okay.
behind the
Oh,
eye.
come on.
Can't
more. No,
watch
I'm
it.
serious.
I'll be
I
sick.
can't believe you.
Oh,
23.
I'll be sick.
What was she
we're aware
thinking?
of how many contacts there are, Andrew.
I'm going to say it one more time.
Oh,
What was she thinking?
How do you not feel that? How do you like,
Dude, 23 contacts. That's like.
dude,
oh, I know. I watched it roll out of her eye.
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I was about to.
that was rough. Why does that make me want to throw up? Why is that? Why does that hit that
Gagged
spot?
so hard, which made me want to gag, dude. Oh, God.
was bad.
I'm very sensitive right now. Let's be careful how we try.
That was terrible.
Yuck. Do you remember when Tyler? What happened to Tyler Redmond? Didn't
He's
he?
still
He's still alive.
I know, but didn't he like leave? He would sleep with his. It was when you guys were living together. When he sleep in his contacts all the time, and he had to get like a surgery.
I don't remember.
He's also going to be blind one day.
He is.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
It's a lot of personal information out there.
But I wonder if it's his contact usage that's contributing to that, or is it a genetic degenerative disease?
That.
Oh.
Yeah.
The sins of the father and mother.
Yes.
As all ailments come from.
Speaking of the sins of the father and the mother.
That was gross, Andrew.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Have you ever heard of the man named Pierre Rise?
No.
No.
From the late 1400s, early 1500s?
Pierre or is it Pierre?
Pierre. P-I-R-I. Rise.
Rise. Pierre Rise.
Pierre Rise was an admiral in the Ottoman Empire's Turkish naval fleet. And he made a map, which we've shown the map on here before, but I know the story behind it now.
Okay.
He made a map in the early 1500s. He drew it in 1513. And it was discovered recently. What was the year? They found this map in, where the freak did I put it?
What the flip?
Hold on. What the flip?
I think it was 1818.
Hold on, are you
Map
freaking
wasn't
kidding me?
Uncovered? Yeah, 1818. Or is it 1918? Dang it. I swear it was the 1900s.
What's his name? I'll do a little searching while you're talking.
P-I-R-I space R-E-I-S map discovered. Let's get the right date. Is it 1818?
19.
The Piri Reis world map of 1513 was discovered in the
Turkish archives.
Yeah, Palace Library in 1929.
Oh.
That's definitely the wrong date I wrote down. 1929.
The Great Depression.
They're saying it's one of the most accurate maps, and they're saying this map actually has Antarctica on it.
Wow.
And Antarctica wasn't discovered. I wrote these notes down terribly, and I apologize. It wasn't discovered until 1820.
Wow.
Antarctica wasn't, supposedly. But they're saying that this map, so this man, he was in the Turkish naval fleet, and he was actually brought up by his uncle, who was in the Turkish naval fleet. But before that, he was trained with his uncle as a pirate. And what they were
trained pirate.
Pirates for the Ottoman Empire. And so this dude sailed like all over the world, and he composed this map, and they're speculating that he composed this map based off of ancient maps dating over 4,000 years old, showing Antarctica had life on it.
No way.
Vegetation, animals, life.
So he created this map throughout his own research of looking at other maps and compiling
and his own navigation stuff.
Wow.
And if you line up Antarctica and this map that he made, the Piri Rise map,
yeah,
it shows the coastline of Antarctica almost perfectly. That they're saying this, the way that they did this map making, you could only really do it from an aerial point of view.
To have that type of accuracy.
They're speculating that the maps that he had to reference to make his own map were ancient maps where they had this technology of map making that we have no idea what it was.
That is so
this ancient
crazy.
technology.
Yeah.
And they're saying what Antarctica looked like, that could potentially be what it looked like 10,000 years ago with no ice, all this stuff.
Except for he saw it 400 years ago with vegetation on it.
4,000. I said 4,000.
Well, no, she's talking about when he
drew the map, it had vegetation
on it.
Yeah.
But he was basing it off of other maps.
Off of potentially a map that was 4,000 years old.
I see.
Even if it wasn't technology, and I didn't read the story, this is like, your take, but even if it wasn't technology, like if you're just circling it, like your vantage point, like I'm thinking mountain ridges and stuff like that, you wouldn't be able to see over the land right in front of you. So even that just affirms the presence of people at the very best, presence of people who had been that far inland to identify different features and stuff like that.
And a lot of people have speculated that this guy was just a kook and he was just making up a map. but he created this this atlas. One of the earliest composed what was it? I did a terrible job writing notes. I apologize. Oh, here you go. He made the most accurate atlas navigating the Mediterranean.
Wow.
Like today, it's still one of the most accurate maps
Wow.
or that you could have made in the 1500s.
Yeah.
And it was used by everyone, his atlas. So the dude knew what he was doing.
Right.
And so he made this map. He composed this map and then gave it to the, what do you call him? The Sultan of the Ottoman Empire.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
And the Sultan just stashed it away in his archives. So no one ever used it, and it wasn't discovered until 1929.
Dude.
Yeah.
So, like, what's people's theories on this? Like, how is it possible that this guy 400 years ago was able to create those maps with such accuracy when even we couldn't do that without
An
aerial,
airplane.
or something?
I don't know, but I mean, we could just base theories off of.
They don't say anything. They don't have any idea. Like, it's a complete mystery.
It's complete mystery.
That's
and like
wild.
the full map, it's like only a section of the map as well, so it doesn't show the full map. But he like the U.S. coast, South American coast. I mean, it's like dead on. It's so almost perfect.
Yeah.
And my thought is like, Turkey has a lot of mysteries behind it. It has the Göbekli Tepe and like who knows what he could have come in contact with, because he was also sailing all around the world talking to different people.
That's so true. Yeah.
But what was I going to say?
That's crazy.
A theory is, this is a crazy theory, that Antarctica is actually Atlantis.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Where is it? Yeah, where is Atlantis said to be at?
There's maps showing the continent of Atlantis. Some people theorize that it was literally smack dab in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And 4,000 years ago, there was this cataclysm that happened, a flood or a meteor or the pole shift or all three.
Yeah.
And that it actually moved all of the continents and stuff, and Atlantis actually shifted to the bottom of the earth.
Or Babel.
What?
Or Babel. The Tower of Babel.
What are you saying?
I think that when God dispersed everybody, that's when Pangea happened.
Maybe.
I haven't heard about Pangea.
Yeah, that sounds right. This dude don't know about Pangea.
This dude don't know about Pangea. But yeah, people theorize that it could be Atlantis because of, and it's kind of weird if you think about people visiting Antarctica, like Buzz Aldrin saying that there's pyramids, and them discovering just different terrain under the ice, soil, plants, lakes, riverbeds.
I would just say it's probably just this perfect oasis where all the billionaires go.
Mm.
And we're all an experiment.
It's a spa.
Yeah. And they just are watching us all on our cameras and everything. That's where the Titanic submarine guy's at, probably.
I like to pretend that Atlantis is in the Bermuda Triangle.
What?
She thinks Atlantis is in the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, it could be.
And then
Could you be nice to me?
I don't think you heard what you said.
I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't hear what you said.
It's okay. It's all right. All right. Thank you for visiting marriage counseling today. Easy.
Anyway,
I don't think you
here's
heard
that
what
part
you
of the
said.
map where he draws so you can see Brazil and then Antarctica at the bottom. So it looks like it was attached to South America.
Yeah. Golly, dude, that's so wild. That's so weird. It's almost like maybe after they found those maps, they went back and they carved Antarctica to look like that to confirm their theory. It's pretty easy to carve a continent. I don't know how you ever tried that, but
dude, I just did a little reading. They were talking about how a bunch of the old maps depicted mythical type creatures from what they believed Antarctica was, but doesn't that make sense with the other creatures that were spotted on the coastline of Patagonia?
Yeah, the giants
and
stuff.
So if there was a land bridge or something like that. And some scientists is dude, it's thousands of feet deep right there. There was never a land bridge. I don't know, but I'm just thinking regionally, those stories kind of line up from different cultures.
if I could go back in time to one time, I honestly probably would choose the Bering Strait. To be able to walk across that thing would be so cool.
With saber-toothed tigers and...
Dude, I mean, how cool would that be? Is there any movies based on the Bering Strait?
I don't know.
Like, imagine that movie, like a story, like you had to cross it.
Dude,
And,
crossing
and you had you build like a bunch of
That'd be
stories of
fun.
animals that are across that. It'd be fun.
That would be crazy. But yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a very fascinating story. I did a terrible job of explaining it, and I apologize.
You did great.
But the fact that this dude compiled this map that showed Antarctica and that it had vegetation, it had animals, it had life on it.
Yeah, that's weird.
And the coast matches almost dead on to our modern day depiction of the coast without ice on it. It's so fascinating to me.
Yeah. And they can't understand it.
No.
They can't duplicate. That's the crazy thing to me is that like some things they're like, yeah, we can't explain it at all. We're not going to look into it at all.
Yeah.
So does that map and the history of it that you have seen, does that support a young Earth theory in your mind?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think so. I mean, because they're saying that this map, it looks like it was it could have been based off of a map or other maps 4,000 years prior, which 4,000 years from us would be the flood. And so, like, is there a potential that these land masses were all connected in different ways, and then the flood happened, and then that's where all this separation happened?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, because that's what I was telling Josh the other day. How did all the animals get to Noah? And like from North America and from Asia and all that stuff, they would have been connected. Pangea.
True, but also a lot of animals just lived differently back then too.
All of them lived in
also people,
not all of them, but also some
Turkey.
animals, evolved over time.
Or could have the animals been on the ark, been the exact genetic makeup to make all the other animals today?
Oh, that's true.
That is the word in its language, kind versus species. Two of every kind.
I love when we we accept that God's like created this universe, but then we're just like, how do you get those animals there though?
Because there probably weren't
how
any.
do you call a bunch of animals like to one place? Like that's crazy.
Probably
How do they
weren't
not
any,
eat each other on the boat?
Probably wasn't any golden retrievers on the ark.
Yeah, they were made later from wolves.
Yeah. Chihuahuas?
Too bad, dude. If you had to bring your pet on to the Noah's Ark, well, if you had to own one animal on Noah's Ark, that's yours. Animal, that's yours. What would you choose? You had to bunk with one.
Dude, back then they probably had like prehistoric animals too.
Just a velociraptor for like on your bunk bed.
Do you know they have that in the Ark museum?
Dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I really want to take the girls there. That's a weird story to explain to your children in it when they're like learning about God.
We did that one Carl video.
Yeah. Yeah.
God flooded the whole world.
Killing everyone!
I love it. We should do a pod on the Ark. We should ask him.
That'd be cool. Ken Ham.
That'd be awesome. While we eat ham.
Ken Ham. Green eggs and ham.
Nice. But yeah.
Ham in the morning.
What do you guys think of Atlantis?
I don't know anything about it. I love the movie. 8 out of 10 movie, for
That's
sure.
the kind of thing. I feel like the movie definitely ruined the potential historic story of it.
But don't you think, no matter what, we tell fun stories, but like just an idea of a theory, it's like when we take certain things that if they could be true and if everyone believed them, it would be bad news for the deep state government, whatever. Let's just throw out the idea of Atlantis. Let's just make a silly kids movie. So it's very fantasy filled. It's not real. Come on. But like, it makes you wonder.
Because Atlantis, was it Plato that wrote about Atlantis?
I don't know.
Someone can look at that. We all have.
You looked at them, not me. Ask me.
Did Pluto?
Yes.
You said Pluto. Plato.
Oh boy. Pluto, do you know about Atlantis?
That was good.
Yeah, you're right.
It was Pluto.
Yes.
Don't we see accounts about it from other sources as well, though? Isn't it like one of those things like mermaids?
Yeah, well, Plato talks about this story goes like way back to where like ancient Egyptians talked about it. Like basically all these and he talks about how they were just so technologically advanced. So let's just theorize. Let's just have fun for a second.
Yeah.
Antarctica. What if that was Atlantis? And Atlantis was a empire that was waging war on all the other empires. Like they were like technically like the bad guys. And the god or gods decided to flood it, strike it down because of their evilness, and then they were no more. So could it be that Atlantis was occupied, or they had the technology of the Watchers, where they were technologically advanced, and God said, no more, like in Genesis, like the seed wars, all that stuff. So wiped them out, put them on the bottom of the earth, But could there still be remnants like the Göbekli Tepe, but like more preserved because it's been under ice for thousands and thousands of years, and then they discovered it, and so that's why Antarctica is so secretive. That's why no one can name claim to it, because if you do, you have all the control.
Yeah, so let's go down that road too as well. Like, why do all these countries agree?
Yeah.
On this one piece of land.
Countries that are at war with one another.
If any, I don't care if it's usable or not. I want the land. If I'm a king or a dictator or something, it's like, and no one's there to take it, guess what? We just send a large army prepared down there and we just sit. I don't know.
Or
what did Buzz Aldrin say about it?
He says there. What do you say? There's
humanity
things,
is not ready for this, and
there's things that humanity is not ready to see, or something like that. Let's do another little speculative. Let's have fun with it.
Yeah, let's speculate.
Let's make a little story out of this. What if there are actual ancient civilizations still living on Antarctica that are still technologically advanced, and the countries around the world don't name claim to Antarctica, but are given permission to be there? That's why no country has taken possession of Antarctica.
And there's a force field around it.
All right.
Just adding stuff.
He said, we are all in danger. It is evil itself.
Oh, that is so haunting.
And he deleted the tweet.
That's so scary.
Dude.
Yeah.
Evil
So
itself? What if that's where Satan is? Ooh.
Oh no, that's bad news.
How did we get the whole taking from wherever it was and then bringing it to the bottom?
I'm saying Babel. They're saying the flood.
Didn't we think
the Babel happened after the flood?
I know. I'm saying that the countries didn't split. The continents didn't split.
It would seem like the flood would have been, from people talking about like the pole shift, the Adam and Eve theory and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The pole shift causes continent or plates to shift and these massive floods all over the world. That seems like a more reasonable thing to me. Saying that Atlantis was in the Atlantic Ocean, potentially the poles switched, which caused a worldwide flood, which shifted the tectonic plate that Atlantis was on to the bottom of the earth, and like all the countries moved around.
That's a big shift.
It's a big shift.
Hey.
You know what's interesting about the
What'd
whole
they say?
Tower of Babel story too? I'm doing that year Bible in a year study with Tara Lee Cobble, and she talks about how God gave the commandment multiply and fill the earth, and they kind of did that, like they were multiplying, but they did not fill the earth. And so Babel, while it was because they didn't want them, God didn't want them having like total control and stuff like that.
With their quantum computer.
He also was saying,
get out
and fill this earth like I asked you to.
Yeah.
So it was satisfying his previous role and the current one.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think it was Babel. You can say what you want.
I wonder what the word
That's unreasonable.
for fill the earth for earth is there.
I wonder too.
Because their knowledge of the entire globe was limited then. So
There's
it would
no
have
way
been
to
Or was it?
I don't know. But that would have been a weird commandment had it been a very regional understanding, if we're to understand that as globe.
So if the flood killed all the fallen angels, where did more come from? Was there another fall?
I don't think
The teachings is what remains. Sometimes we're like saying with the Göbekli is like people found the teaching still and still call upon or whatever. I don't know, because it's talking about roaming the earth still till the end of the day.
What was your question?
it's not fallen angels. It's like their spawn. Like
If the fallen angels were all taken out, then how do we still have some? But if they're more spiritual creatures, something that's not physical.
I'm not tracking.
She thinks the flood. She asked if the flood took out all the fallen angels.
Oh, it didn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
They were imprisoned. They took out the Nephilim.
Their spawn.
Their spawn.
So they could still be spawning.
Potentially. I don't know. I feel like we...
Anyway, move on. I have questions.
No, those are good questions.
Thanks.
No, they are. Like, you just have to be very equipped to answer them. That's the hardest part about the things that we talk about is we'll say one little thing, and then if like, and audience, you need to understand we're having open dialogue. Like
Yeah.
some of this we research, some of this we are just shooting from the hip. And
Josh puts down a script.
yeah. But like there are implications to, like the smallest little comment about there being a civilization, you like, we haven't put in necessarily all the thought to think about the implications of how it all aligns with every scripture. This is open dialogue. This is a podcast.
Yeah. Also, the Bible does not say everything that has ever happened in the world.
Yeah.
It was very specific to.
Whoa.
It was specific to a people group and what needed to be said. And the whole point of Scripture was to show the fall of man in needing of a Savior, and then the Savior coming to where we can one day be with the Savior. You don't need to talk about, this civilization was lost because of the flood. This civilization was Atlantis and they had all this technology. That doesn't do anything to the overall picture, meaning God wants us to be with him.
And to understand him at our capacity.
Yeah.
The story of redemption.
Beautiful.
Story of redemption. Once upon a time, the Bible.
Should I narrate the whole Bible like that?
There we go.
In the beginning, God created the heavens.
Could you imagine if we recorded a Ninjas and Butterflies free audio version for Spotify? It was just us reading the Bible. Just me messing up all the names.
Yeah, we mispronounce every single thing.
But we do the in the pigeon the translation. The Jesus book.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Okay, who's reading Songs of Solomon?
Me
and Josh together. The bride in the group talking about How terrible would that be? Why are we adding music behind this, guys? Someone playing a harp? And usually you have to be dressed for the audio recordings. I'm a method actor.
I'll have to save my other story for next week because it's a long one.
No. The stuff you talked about in Antarctica was the stuff that you teased last week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
So next week we'll talk about the Mothman.
I'm hoping that you guys have a guest on the next filming.
Wait.
On Monday.
Tuesday.
We'll see.
Tuesday.
We'll talk about it after.
Hey, Tuesday.
We could potentially have a guest.
Oh, that's true. Let me see. Golly, I just was about to say something. I completely spaced now. Oh, nope, just completely lost it again. It has something to do with Patreon. No, this is all real. This has something to do with Patreon. I can't remember.
Is it something you're going to say on Patreon?
No. Oh, the Mothman. Yes. The reason why I thought of that is because we asked on Patreon just like what are some topics that we've never talked about that you were like, why have you not talked about these? And Mothman came up a lot. But also, so if you go to Patreon, even if you join as a free member, you can still add your 2 cents in there.
Yeah.
And, give us some suggestions.
I bet Bluey has talked a lot about the Mothman. You should have another Nate and Luke meet up.
Well, we're going to talk about it next week. So
okay, fine.
We'll call them and they'll give us a 30-second pitch on Mothman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have 30 seconds. Literally, tell me everything you know.
Yep.
So
if you don't, you die.
What have we learned today?
I learned that my friends love me.
Right.
I learned other things as well. That Atlantis is in Antarctica.
And we shouldn't trust our government.
Yes.
That Noah's Ark ran over all of the fallen angels.
Oh.
That was what you said.
I didn't say that.
In so many words.
That they killed all the fallen angels.
But they didn't.
Okay, well, that's what I thought. I just read Genesis.
It was a question.
I just read. Hey, that's what I learned today is that this is not a safe space for dumb questions.
Hey, it is. It is.
Is that what you're seeking?
I want to say what's in my head. I want to be able to say it.
Okay.
That's it.
I think your questions are great.
Thanks.
Even your cereal milk one. Which obviously you're a psychopath if you put in milk first and then cereal.
You do that?
No, I was hoping one of you guys did it so we could roast you.
Who do you? Okay, of us, who do you think is
I
the
thought
person?
well, Andrew doesn't drink milk, so
That's true.
it was
But he has
a dumb
almond
question.
milk with
almond
cereal.
and oat.
Barf.
Safe place. Jeez.
Hypocrite. Oh.
Okay, end this.
You're not going to like this.
Okay.
What did we say at the beginning of the episode that they had to stick around for? It's the big moment.
I don't know.
I love a rainbow. Not the rainbow.
Of course I'm right because I've watched it 4 million times.
That's it. Everyone's unsubscribing right
I
now.
love a rainbow. That's terrible lyrics.
But there's not like one singular rainbow, so why would it be I love the rainbow?
No, I think it's more specific with a rainbow. Like,
Yeah.
I love a rainbow. It's like Ew, like that one? No,
The rainbow?
not that one.
I love the rainbow. The rainbow is a thing.
As a whole,
I love rainbow.
maybe Rachel's just really into like one specific rainbow.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I love that one specific rainbow.
I love that people can go to patreon.com/ninjas or butterflies and watch an extra episode.
Right after this, a
because
continuation.
We're going to continue our discussion. It's going to be pretty great.
Yep. And guess what? Go to SundayCoolSwag.com and get yourself some new NAB Ninjas or Butterflies socks.
Yes, it has a little pink on it. A little pink.
Don't say it like that.
Yeah.
Little pink
It's
on
fun.
it.
It's fun.
It's cute.
We just lost sales.
What? What are you talking about?
Company's crashing.
No, let me do it.
Crap, I'm getting a call. Hold on. It's my dad.
Oh, jeez.
Dad,
This isn't good.
it's over
What's over?
because Andy was making fun of our new socks
I wasn't.
with the pink.
No.
Yeah, men can wear them too. I wear them too. Pink can kind of be a cool color sometimes for men.
Tell him I love him.
Yeah, because there's also really cool color because they're like an off-white, like a vintage white with orange, pink, red, and orange.
Tell him I said hey. Tell him I said hey.
And he says, "Hey, no." Ooh, okay. Yeah, I won't say that to him. Okay, all right. Love you. Bye.
Well, what do you say?
We're done. Company's done. Closing the doors.
Oh no.
This is your fault.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube. Leave a comment. Like it. Follow us on Spotify, which we just hit 100,000 followers on Spotify,
yeah,
right?
Thank you guys.
Yay!
Spotify, give me free books, please.
Yeah, did you know that's what happened?
Sorry.
You're right.
Josh cut me off of Audible because I didn't know that I was spending money every time.
I didn't cut you off. Listen what she's doing. After she found out that the credits are not free,
Yeah.
they have to pay for credits.
Which your wife also thought I found out yesterday. She thought they were free.
Wait.
First of all, I talked to her. She didn't think they were free. She thought we still have a subscription. We canceled it.
Oh.
She downloaded like 20 books after she found out that we had to pay for them, including Llama Llama Red Pajama, which is a child's
No,
book.
this all of that action predates my knowledge of it being expensive.
Well, then afterwards, you at least downloaded 4.
I did get a couple
And
more.
then she's like, we don't have any more credits. I'm like, yeah, because you keep downloading books.
It's
Are
not
you
like
going
I'm
to
just
Spotify?
downloading. I'm finishing them. Here's the deal. This is what
Well,
Josh was supposed to tell you.
Well, Spotify, they're a rigged system.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
We pay for the dual
Family membership.
Family membership?
Yeah.
Or ours is the dual one, so it's just 2 accounts.
Yeah.
But only the account manager can listen to audiobooks.
Whoa.
Not the
So,
other person.
I have to pay for books, and he doesn't. I read 30 books a year and listen to. He listens to about 3 books a year.
That's not true.
I want to do a swap.
Are you on Libby?
Okay, yes, I'm on Libby. And I have a bone to pick with all you guys who think that's cool because they have 11
cool.
audio. My library has 11 audiobooks for 1. And 2, you have to sit on a waiting list. I'm 16 people deep on the Ina Garden book.
I love that she started this podcast off a long time ago with making fun of me about listening to audiobooks.
True.
That's true.
And now look at Miss Audible over there.
I know, but I
how
like to
silly
knit
is
and
that?
listen.
Yet there's a
That's
waiting
lame.
line.
If anything, it should be like you can only listen to one at a time, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's dingus behavior.
Yeah.
It is. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it doesn't make sense. They just like even Paramount Plus. I'm trying to watch the Golden Globes. They say, "Hey, go watch it on Paramount Plus or CBS." I get a free month trial for Paramount Plus just to watch the Golden Globes, and then they say, "Actually, it's only on Paramount Plus Showtime." It's the
What?
and then I'm like, "But you can watch it tomorrow," and I'm like, "Why did I do this?"
Dude, it's like ESPN. I try to watch a football game Sunday. They're like, it's not in your region. And I pay for ESPN. We recently got YouTube too. And I went to YouTube and it's playing on ESPN on YouTube in the same region.
Dude, they're getting too big for their britches.
Hey,
Why is life so hard?
Hey, comment your least favorite subscription and let's get them.
Should we bring cable back?
But it shouldn't be Patreon because it's really good and you get actual benefits from it. Right?
Right.
All right, guys. We love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Did I say ninja? I meant butterfly. The butterfly is no doubt one of God's most beautiful creations. I said empty your mind.
You learn martial arts. Ninjas attack!
Yeah, I think
We
you mentioned
just
some on Monday.
sing.
Oh, you do anything?
No.
Go ahead. You know what? Just
Let's,
Go ahead. You're gonna do whatever you want to do.
Do it,
Go ahead.
do it,
let's
do
do
it.
it.
You're gonna do whatever you want to do.
Whatever
Just
you
do
want.
it.
oh Lily.
Oh, Lily. She hates the Libby.
Hates the app.
Lily hates the Libby. She hates libraries. She wants them all to burn. Oh, yeah.
Lily reads books.
Does she?
Actually, just listen to him.
Oh, boy.
When she buys them credits, he gives it to him.
That I do.
Lily.
Lily hates
Oh,
Libby.
Lily hates Libby.
Libby, change your lips.
Libby hates Lily. That was a good dad.
Skibby dibby dip bop boop. Libby hates Lily. Lily hates Libby dabba doo. Ribby dibby dip.
Shibby dibby dub.
She wants to kill Bill Gates. Whoa, what?